Hi, beautiful people. It's yet another edition of The Opinion. The Opinion ladies are here. They are ready. And it's a new year. So, oh my goodness. We're so poised to entertain you, inspire you, inform you, and of course, tickle your opinion. So, it's excited to be on your screens yet on another episode. And with me to do the talking and to tickle your opinion is
Tina Mulika.
Zipporah Osei-Boateng.
Sanwoki Tete.
yes, yet again, we promised you. You saw her last year, you were so excited. And yes, we know you did. And so she promised that she was going to come back here on our set. And we are so happy that she said it. And indeed, she honored her promise. So happy to have her once more on The Opinion. Anita, darling,
Yes, my love.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
It's so good to have you back.
I'm happy to
Please
be
come
here.
as often. Please.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. So, ladies, happy New Year.
Many happy returns.
Happy return.
Oh my goodness. Personally, I know how your Xmas went, but do you want to tell us? Oh,
For it this year.
ahaya kwaho na nyesa. Ahaya kwaho na nyesa. We definitely will have that. And so we're back. We're all poised. This year we promise to give you exciting episodes. Very very thought-provoking episodes. And we're going to tickle better and better.
That's right.
Ladies, we're going to be talking today about if we would have done anything different in 2024. Because to God be the glory, we are in 2025. Oh, wow. I like the sound of that. So, yeah, we're here. Your take.
I don't think I would have done anything different.
Okay.
I mean, everything took its natural course in 2024, and I'm glad it ended on a very beautiful note. It was amazing.
Oh!
It was amazing.
Before you are starting the new year with pressure.
It was
Give them,
amazing.
give
So,
them.
in all, 2024 was amazing. So,
We bless God.
Yeah.
We bless God.
I'm good.
Sexy.
I had a very wonderful 2024. It blew my mind,
Okay.
because of course, obviously, in 2024, I got to write for my exam for the Ghana Law School. First take and I passed.
Did
Wow.
well.
Something I give glory to God.
Congratulations.
because
Yes.
People write 4 times, 5 times. I
Yes.
know those who even wrote 6 times. And what I found amazing was the fact that I completed my LLB in 2018 and knew the exams. So it was something I really liked. I was
God did,
like,
God
okay,
did.
it made my finances in 2025.
Okay.
Because 2024, I wasn't really happy about the way I spent my money. I think I did excessive shopping.
Darling.
Yes, my love. Well, I think I'm going to go with a bit of both of
them, yeah.
them. Yeah, 2024 was an amazing year. It went exactly how I expected it to go. What I wish I had done more in 2024 was count my little blessings. You know, because sometimes we are so focused on the big stuff that we miss out on the little blessings. You know, at a point one day I was sitting with my kids and I was just looking at them and it dawned on me that these are like the biggest blessings bestowed on me. You understand? And we are of course we are chasing the big things, but sometimes the details are in the very small ones. And if you take out those small details, the big ones will come crashing down. So I wish that I didn't worry so much about things that I didn't have control over, you know, and counted my little blessings, because that is what brings everything together. But altogether, God was wonderful. I overcame certain things that you know I didn't see the headway from the beginning, but God made a way.
Oh, he always does,
yes.
baby.
So
always
I'm
does.
going to just leave this here for everybody who's watching us. The little blessings, the details by yourself. Yeah. That's huge. That's huge. So it was an amazing year.
We bless
An
God.
amazing
We
year. I have
bless
2
God.
tormentors at home.
Oh, Lord.
My 2 blessings.
They thank you
Yes.
for
Yeah.
telling them that they are tormented. In fact, they are very
They know.
grateful.
They know.
They know.
They are aware.
Sit down,
Thank
darling.
God.
Yes, my
What's
dear.
up?
Well,
How was 2024?
for me,
I haven't forgotten that. We'll come back to that later because
outing.
I'm expecting
yeah.
no, not the outing, the
You
position
owe
I'm
oh,
looking
please,
for
yeah,
you.
please.
The
I'll be
position I'm
grateful.
looking for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be grateful. Trust me, because we work hard. Yeah. So apparently, if you ask me about 2024, I'll say it was great. I didn't really start with a plan. To be honest, that's unfortunate. I did not really. There's some of
think
things
it
that
is.
happened within the year that was not planned. That was not the initial plan. But I rolled out very well. I didn't
Yeah.
even know I'd be going back to school this year. It wasn't part of the
Last
plan.
year, you mean?
Yeah. I'm talking about 2024. It
Yeah.
wasn't part of the plan. But later on, I was like, Samoki, of course, I'm bored. I want to get back to school. Oh, why not? Just get yourself, go
She
back
likes to
school.
learn, so of course she will encourage you.
Okay, so yeah, it's been an amazing year. Getting to the latter part of the year, I think I just received good news.
Right.
Beginning, it was like nothing was happening.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, don't lose focus, don't lose hope, because mine, it was just an ordinary 2024 last year for me, until the latter part, the last 3 months. I got some amazing news. I'll share some
God
with you.
came.
Before has been bad for some
Oh
people,
my
some
goodness.
families.
Tell me
That's
about
People have
it.
lost people,
That's
loved
right.
ones,
Yes.
That's
and
right.
all that. But we are here. I didn't get any bad news in my family, so I'm thankful.
That's
And I'm
right.
looking for a great 2025.
You heard it from the ladies. They are grateful. They are happy to be here. And indeed, they come with all the gratitude
Right.
that is deserving of God. It's not to man, but to the Almighty. Personally, I had a wonderful 2024. I don't think that.
We know you had a wonderful 2020.
some
Oh,
of
yeah.
We know.
And we had a
We
wedding
all
of the,
had a wonderful
the year.
2024 on your behalf.
We had fun at
you
your
see,
wedding.
it's not fair. You know, when they were all saying what they, I was
We are
quiet
excited.
and I was listening. I think that I say to people, because we forget so easily that there's blessing in gratitude.
That's right.
So, and oftentimes we take so many things for granted that, them say that, in as much as they even wanted something, they didn't see it coming, but somehow it came to pass. God always comes through for us. Sometimes it's your time, but not your turn. And so if you are hoping and wishing and it's not happening, don't think that He doesn't love you. We are all His children. And if it's your time and your turn, you have your name on it, and it must come to you.
Preach.
So it will come
Preach,
to you.
baby.
I am so excited, coming into 2025, because I'm trusting God for more beautiful things to come to pass. If you're watching us, I know you see us and you think that we sit here all pretty, speaking all the grammar, and you think that comes our way, and we make the positives, more,
Outweigh the negatives.
shines
That's
out, and so that's what human. Don't forget that.
That's right.
We're humans. So I'm excited about this new year. And because I allowed God to take me on that journey. And I am so grateful. Before the year ended, He embarrassed me with so much of it. And sometimes, you need to pinch yourself and ask, when it's your time and your turn,
Yeah.
things happen.
That's right.
So are we all agreeing that there was nothing we would have changed in 2024?
I said I've changed my finances.
Your finances. Tina, nothing?
For me, I just feel back tired. You're unable to do February. I get to now. Once it's over, like the chilling season is over, I'm getting back.
Love
Go with the
Let's
flow.
go with to plan, and if I can have it my way, I want things to go exactly how I have planned it. So oftentimes than not, if things don't go that way, na asamaba. So I realize that yawadie nyina ho kwan na nye ni nyina na efata ye. So certain things you just leave them to take their
That's
natural
right.
course. So
That's right.
if there's one thing that maybe I would have done differently, was not to have so much expectations of people, and also to accept the fact that things doesn't always have to
That's
go the
right.
way I want it.
That's
So that is one thing coming into 2025. I'm actually going to distress myself from, you know, and not worry so much. And also as a mother hen, allow my children to grow.
Yeah.
Amen
Because
to that.
yes, allow
I'm so
them
guilty.
to grow, allow them to make their own mistakes, you know, and just be there, you know, to guide them. Because really, that is the main purpose for being a parent, you know, to be there to guide, you know, because they all come, you know, so
We don't allow them to explore.
one of the things that I would do differently is not to be a mother hen, you know, and allow my children to make their mistakes and, you know, come and say that mommy A, B, C, D, and I tell them yes, you know, so yes. But they say if you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
So we can only make our mistakes to correct ourselves from. So I think those are the things that maybe well, I know now.
I think
so
Anita is guilty of that as well because she
I
kept nodding.
I am.
yeah. So
I
we
am.
need to
I'm such a hands-on mom. I mean, for crying out, I walked away from my career to take care of my kids, you know. And then sometimes you look at the mistakes that you made, and you don't want them to make those mistakes. So you're like so much attention to detail to everything. And in the process, if you don't allow them to make their mistakes, they will
resent you.
Yeah.
They even resent
They
you.
resent you.
Yeah.
You understand? So, like Aisha said, allow them to fly. You know, when they fall, they will learn to rise and fly again. And
As they fall, you spread your wings.
you spread
Let
their
them
wings.
fall on your wings.
You know, I'm sure my daughter is watching me going like, wow.
But I think it's also because we are from a certain generation and they are from a new generation. So it looks like we try to guide them based on how. Okay, I don't have kids though, but
the things
from what
that-
I see, it's like
but you
you're
have nephews and nieces.
Yeah, you are guiding them not to commit the mistakes that you know.
That's
But
right.
you are using your ways,
Always.
your
yeah.
olden ways. Meanwhile, this generation, they are woke. They're woke generation, so they have a way of doing their things. Then they'll usually be fine.
Yeah.
But you know,
Usually
sometimes, sorry to cut you. Sometimes our archaic ways
Hey,
helps. It kind of helps. I mean,
It does. It
is.
does
It
in
is.
some way. It does.
I say, I mean,
in some ways, yes.
I've always said, me, I'm an old soldier's daughter. And the kind of discipline I had, it took the role of being a mom is totally, you know, like, it's a big deal. I kept telling my friends, I mean, my friends that were close to me, I'll tell you, I can fail at anything, but I cannot fail as a mother.
Yeah.
You know, so it is how I take it. It's a big responsibility.
That's right.
So if you've put value on it, it's fine. But no, there's no way I'm going to accept that I failed being a
mother.
mother.
Being a mother.
You know,
That's right.
so I think that is having that at the back of your mind also, you know, just makes you extra protective. You know, and yes, sometimes they feel like you're choking them. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
so let them breathe. And like I said, if the way our kids are is how we were, but because they are totally different generations, so obviously we can't use the same kind of, you know, upbringing that we were given to also give them, because we've brought up children that are very vocal, very, you know, expressive.
That's right.
And it's beautiful to know that, you know, children can be very expressive like
Okay.
that.
Aisha, I
and
know
all
this
that.
is your show, but because you are.
Oh, it's our
no,
show.
I mean you are manning affairs today.
No,
but I
wahala.
want to find a quick.
For me,
for
I
us,
don't
It
know.
like you
did.
close your eyes and by the time you open,
You are about.
For a minute, I thought the year was coming to an end. The world was coming to an
It will
end.
run very fast.
Because
2024 was
we
fast.
just
It
entered
was
into
fast.
January, and by the time we could say January has ended,
fast.
February, March. So it was.
January 2024
I
was
bet
fast.
we will say that by the time this year ends.
Yeah.
We probably will
Let's
say
see-
that.
let's see how-
Is it not the case of people saying that if you have something doing,
The year runs so fast.
But if you don't have anything doing, it's like is that slow?
It's
for
lingered
It's
on
true.
for too
It's
long.
true.
Maybe.
It's
Because we
true.
had
For
a-
some
maybe.
for some time now, I've not really had anything going on for me. But latter part of 2023, I opened my boutique, and so the whole of 2024, I was busy. My head was
Trying to
stuck
make
in
it
there,
work, yeah.
and I didn't even realize where the months went.
You're
By the time
constantly
I realized we were a year old.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
So
when
when
you're
you-
so caught up in what you are doing,
You're
trust
It
me.
runs so fast.
Your
24
attention-
hours and then so.
And so,
It's
and
true.
so
It's true.
seriously.
And so It's like because sometimes you're like, oh, I'm going to call this person, and by the time you realize
You forgot them.
there's evening and you are not able to like.
And I
So
think
people
people
actually
should
think
forgive
it's deliberate
people.
when you are kind
You
of
see,
not paying so much attention.
Now,
to them.
with everything,
It's
I
not
think
your
people
fault.
should be a little bit lenient with friends, family, and everything.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not easy. So sometimes when somebody promises you, oh, I'm going to call you, and they don't even call, take it easy, because even you can't keep up some certain promises.
And it wasn't
You understand?
really
It's not like it's
it
intentional.
wasn't a very comfortable.
So Tina, in essence, you are going
Hey,
to
it
change from
wasn't.
that in 2025.
2024
So there's
was
something
not-
you didn't do right. You are not calling friends as much. It's no 2025.
I think
is a-
basically I'm that person. I don't make calls.
Mm.
Even all
you're
my
just
friends.
like me.
I
You
do.
don't call?
No,
I
I
hardly
do
make phone calls.
WhatsApp. That is me. Ask anybody really close. Like, so don't think
So
I don't
say it
like
so
you.
they
I
know.
don't love you.
So that if you don't
that
improve
okay?
in 2025,
I mean, it's
But
not
I,
a
but I
understand.
check up a
communication. People
form
should
of.
get used to it.
I get. I'm more like even before WhatsApp.
But why are you
thing, I was
people
a text.
texting?
I was a text
call
kind of
already.
person.
Why are you texting?
I don't know.
You text and it link is sometimes it's there till
I don't know, sometimes-
4 or 5 hours before somebody replies. to you.
WhatsApp call.
Why? Call.
We are always texting.
Why?
I find it difficult making calls.
Why?
I don't know.
And she sent a voice note. A lengthy one like 5 minutes, and I'll send a lengthy one 5 minutes, and then I'll call her. I'm like, Tina,
I think that the voice note allows you to say more
Express
things,
yourself,
express
and-
yourself more.
It's kind
You know,
of
and then
real. It's
you
like
can go
making
back,
a normal phone call.
Yeah.
listen to it, and see if you missed any details
and
and
then
all.
you can add on.
But calls kind of
You are talking to the
takes it
person
to
like
a different
what's
level.
happening.
So-
You are saying something, someone keeps coming in. Now, if it's a voice note, I don't. Let me just finish.
You land. Unless you record the voice and you realize that I didn't record.
Yeah.
Then that one too is happening.
That's a very painful.
So we are agreeing that there were a few things that we could have done better in 2024. Really.
Yes, that's what the calls. I'm
We
not
learn
going
as
to
we
change
go.
it to me.
The
Get
year
used to
went
it.
the way, or it went well. Even
good.
if we didn't achieve anything, we're here.
Yeah.
We are alive. We've met again, and that is so beautiful. There were so many people we started last year with that are no more with us today, and
Oh,
you know,
people died
yes,
last year.
that
A
are
lot.
no more
A lot.
here with us. So
That's right.
for all that is worth, there's something to be so grateful for that we've seen 2025, and we're hoping and expecting that the Almighty will see us through,
That's right.
and that whatever dreams that we are wishing and hoping.
But I
and
wanted to play a devil's advocate here. So if I shall, you would allow me to do that.
Samoke,
You know,
please.
I'm not one of those who believe in, the year went to the end and we are all here and all, like that. kind
It
of
just wasn't
person.
your time to die.
No, I know that God has been with us, but I feel like when we enter a year, there should be something that you wanted to do. Even if you couldn't do it, even if you couldn't achieve it, it is in itself a lesson you had learned.
Exactly.
Okay, if you forgot to stay focused, the next year you'd realize that,
well.
okay, last year I should have been more focused. So
Like
you are
I
learning
mentioned,
something.
when I
But
started, I wasn't focused.
I find it baffling when I see people and they enter the year and that's it. It's like we are in the year anywhere, obey the wind. The wind
Anywhere
blows
the
you
wind
here.
blows you.
we
No-
are going.
no plan.
No plan.
But I think
We are just
sometimes
moving.
it's not like that because we plan and sometimes it does not.
No,
even-
that's you. That's you.
Sometimes I'm not saying all the
But there
time.
are people who don't.
I'm not
They are
saying
like, they just
all.
walk around and it's another day. They beg
Okay,
for
they don't
people
even
for
know.
money,
Just a young
and
one,
they
no, no,
get
no.
young
Oh,
one,
those
one.
kind of plans,
They
no, no,
eat
no.
in the morning, in the evening they find something. You ask them what do they want to do. They don't even.
Oh,
They don't have
those-
the-
no,
That
no,
is
no, no,
wrong.
no,
That
no,
is
no,
wrong.
that's
At least you need to
No,
be
no, no, no.
purpose driven.
Exactly.
Of course,
You need to
purpose,
have
but not
goals
necessarily,
for
of
the
course.
year.
I
thought
No
you were
one
talking
is
about-
saying that you must accomplish
Stick
all
to-
your goals
Exactly,
by the end of
no.
the year.
Okay,
But
I
have
think that you are
something-
taking me to in 2024, and we would be doing them in 2025 because yes, dear, we'll get better. I guess it's time for us to go on our commercial. We'll be right back. Welcome back if you just joined us. Oh my goodness, you've missed a lot. But not to worry, we're going to part 2 of our discussion today, and I'm trusting that definitely you would want to be a part of it at you. So we're back and we're talking about, of course, we've done our new year, and what a way to start the new year if we don't have our new year resolutions. Come to think of it, our new year resolutions, do they bring pressure on us?
Well,
People do have new year resolutions. Good, and because yes, we've started the year, and this year, yes, I'm going to do A, B, C, D. And then in the second quarter of a year, like you realize that you haven't been able to even take off on your new year resolution. Does it put Zippo?
Well, I'll say that having a resolution for the year, it's important.
Sure.
I mean, it helps you to plan. It doesn't make you lazy or just be loitering about. You are focused. You have something you want to do. So it is important to lay down some few things you want to cover for the year.
Sure.
That being said, if for whatever reason you are not able to get them done, it's not the end of the world. There's still time. If you feel at some point you are overwhelmed, stop, because your mental health comes first. I remember, was it about 3 years ago, during COVID, I wanted to go back to school and do my master's. But then when I started, I was like, I said, adrenaline to me in so. Like, I don't know what was going on with me. I thought it was a good opportunity for me to go back to school, but stop. The next year or 2 years after that, I went and I got it done. So when you put things in place and you feel overwhelmed at some point, please just stop. You are not in competition with anyone. But it is good to have something written down to guide you so you don't just waste your time, because time and tide, they say, is waiting for no man.
Absolutely.
Sexy?
Yeah, I agree with Z. I think I'm one person who does resolutions a lot. My sister, one of my sisters and I would always sit every year. In fact, in November, we choose a theme for the year. We'll write down what we want to do. So even this year, we are still thinking of our theme. And
And am I late?
You guys are
we'll be like,
amazing.
oh, my year, maybe my year of branding.
Nice.
I'll tell my year of branding. We will actually reflect on the year and think, what didn't we do right and all that. But what I realized is in previous years, we would write a long list of things, like 10, 15, to do this, to do that. In fact, we'll break the 15 down into bits, to do this with this and that, to do that. And the kind of pressure that it came with, you have no idea. Even though it helped us to be what we are today, the pressure was a lot. You go back and look at it and you're like, okay, I'm now on point 1. I haven't done this. I haven't done that. And the mind works in a certain way. Like, the more you are reading it and telling yourself you haven't done it, your body is like secreting something in you. And it's like you failed and you feel you haven't done enough. So we decided that at most now we'll put down 3. In fact, sometimes 1. So we enter the year, let's say next year, maybe my year of branding, we write it down. That's it. We enter the year, and then we know one thing I'm doing is like this year. Okay, 2024. What I wrote was what? To get into what I want. And one other thing is, we used to also put in things that we didn't have control over.
Yeah.
So there were things like, typical example for me, get married. This year, you are not dating.
Yeah.
There is nobody, but you right, get married. There is pressure on you, but you are not the guy coming to marry you.
Exactly.
So how can you have that as a resolution? But you can say go to the gym. Go to the gym. It's something you have control
realistic.
over. Another thing you can't have control over is finding a job. If you keep writing, get a job, get a well-paying job, master, you are not the one paying yourself. And you are not the person employing. So it gives us so much pressure. But when you pick things that, even when I wanted to write this, the way I couched it, I was like, okay, attempt, it's an attempt. If you
So if
fail,
get
you
this-
give room for that. You give room for failure. You want to go to the gym, you know you can't go every day. You can tell yourself, exercise 3 times a week. If you exercise 5 times, that's a bingo for you. But if you do twice, 3 times,
Okay.
you know, so things that you have control over. So for me, that's what I have learned over the years in terms of resolution, that don't kill yourself too much. Maybe you are NDC or MPP, and then you tell yourself that my party must win power so I get a position. You don't have control over that.
Exactly.
It's the Ghanaian population.
And who told
votes.
you that the position will be given to you?
Exactly.
That's right.
So that is how
how
absurd
people
it
get
is.
disappointed.
You know, how we think. So do things that are in your control, and then you will not feel pressure. And you also feel achieved. My sister will tell you there's something called self-trust.
Self-trust.
The more you do things and you achieve, you accomplish them, the better you feel you can
feel
do
about
more.
yourself.
Yes.
So when you give yourself Herculean tasks and you cannot achieve them, you feel like a failure. But the little you do, the moment you take the box, like we decided to come up with the opinion. We are shooting a show. We are happy we've taken it off the box. But if you get up and say, oh, I want to shoot a show and air it on CNN or BBC,
And then doesn't-
and then you
feel
shoot
like
the
you
show,
fail.
but it doesn't air on CNN or BBC. You feel you failed. You
failed.
understand? So that's how I view
I
resolution.
tell you. I tell you.
Dream no soon.
That's so unrealistic.
Hey,
That's the point.
Unrealistic.
Ghana.
Realistic goals. That's
Exactly.
my whole thing.
Right.
Sure. My darling.
My turn?
Yes, your time.
Okay, so I think that resolutions are a great way to keep you motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that being said, they've taken all the words out of my mouth actually, that you need to set realistic goals. Because sometimes people just see it as writing something, whatever it is that comes to mind, you know, you need to just put something down just for the sake of putting something down. And then they put down a list of things that they know are beyond their control. And even those that put down goals that they think that they can or they want to achieve, you can't achieve it if you keep procrastinating.
Yeah.
There are people who've put down goals that they can actually go out there to achieve. But then there are certain obstacles that they can overcome. But there are people like that. Before you know it, January is gone, February is gone. So put down realistic goals. Put down realistic goals. Things that you... Sorry, did I say
The
issue?
opinion. Don't worry.
Next one, babe.
It should be back.
Opinion.
The opinion. You want to... You're putting out a show and you want to put it on CNN. And if CNN doesn't come, what do? Do you shoot the program and then keep it somewhere and wait till CNN shows up? No, make do with whatever is available, whatever opportunity that comes your way. That is what I believe. Take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. I put my daughter in some place. I told her that she needed to have the experience of being out there in the world. You know, and then she goes and she comes back and she's like, oh, mommy, you know, today, anytime she comes up with any excuse, I'm like, have you identified anything that makes you different in that particular setting? Today, did somebody give you a compliment? Did somebody tell you that you did something right? Did somebody tell you that you did something wrong? And then, you know, anytime she makes a complaint, I was like, look at this. Look at the positives in everything, every situation, even if it's a negative. Look at I'm deviating a bit from the resolution bit, but let me just come back to it.
Look at the brighter side.
Yes, on the brighter side, just look on the brighter side of everything. So put down resolutions, realistic resolutions. You can achieve them, ones that you can achieve, and then just go out there and get it.
Right.
That's it.
Tina, baby,
Yes, my darling.
after the chilling, no pressure.
No pressure.
What's
So,
your resolution?
basically, I'll say this before I move to my resolution. Depending on how you approach resolutions, can be positive or negative.
Sure.
Right.
So you have to, like most of my colleagues said, don't put pressure on yourself. Do what you can. And one thing I've realized that years ago, not now, I used to have lots of plans, a whole lot. And then if this does not work, it means it's off. I don't have options because my mind was so focused on that thing. It's either this or nothing.
Right.
And I realized, no, over like a period of 3 years, it doesn't work. And you are still hoping that, no, why don't you get another alternative? If this doesn't go well, maybe I'll just move or do this. You understand? So some of us that we do our own stuff, jobs with an NGO, you're expecting to have bigger collaborations with big brands and all that. And it's not happening.
Right.
So will you sit? No. What can you do? The little ones you can do, if it's Dex donations you can do, that is what your strength can do. You do it, and then don't go and force yourself. It puts pressure on you. Before I got wise over this, I used to get so worried when things do not go my way. I'll be worried. Sometimes I'll lock myself, and people around me know that I can't take pressure. I'll be moody, I'll be sad, I'll even stay off, and making me more miserable. So I left that lifestyle. I'm like, no, I won't let you. I'm the one. I'm in charge of mine. No, I will not let the goals or whatever I set control me. I am the human. I am the driver.
That's right.
If the things I want to drive along, you are not coming. Don't worry. The ones that are around, I will go with it. I am not going to put pressure on myself. So as for resolutions, yes, it's very, very good. But don't stress yourself, and please make it small so that at least not like small as in size, but in terms of list.
Cut down on the number.
Manageable.
Don't. If you are able to achieve more than you set, the goals you set, hallelujah, you're good.
right.
But if you don't, at least you are within the range. You are okay. Don't look at what people are doing. For instance, now that a new government is in power, somebody will sit down, when so and so was in power, people was in power, a colleague or a friend of mine, we attended the same school, and then probably he or she did this campaign for MPP. They gave the person this position, so now that NDC is in power, I also have that same credentials and blah blah blah. So I'm expecting something. They should do it for me. If they don't do it, they are wicked, or appointments and you are not getting. Please. We are different people. So don't look at, you see, when you start looking at what others are doing, that is when you feel like it's more like competition, because you feel like you left behind. But if you know and you are focused on your goals, you don't even look at what others are doing stuff. It's fine, okay, they are doing well, but you don't really care. But instead of focusing on your journey, going straight, you are looking here, looking there, you get confused. Like some kids doing law by force. Somebody do not even have their attention. I have to do law.
I got someone asking. Now the law no nebi. Do you
know that somebody told me that I should stop the course I am doing right now and go and do law. That's what somebody told me when I started the leadership. Somebody called me, a respectable person, Latina. I don't want you to waste your time there. Go and do law. I'm like, I can't do law.
Meanwhile, you discussed it at length before you decided.
Exactly. It's not like I can't do. Like, I don't have the interest in there. You want to force me to go and do law? No, because it's there. Everybody is involved.
Yeah, everyone is a lawyer.
That's. I mean, the
So they feel if you don't do it, you don't belong.
Exactly. So some people are even there. They know very well that the law, they don't have any interest, but they are just doing it because of me. You are putting pressure. If you cannot go feel me and call it to the bar, you can't come out. Me and I'm a dao. Now,
you heard it from our beautiful ladies. They are not just beautiful, they are smart, they are intelligent. And of course, they say it as it is. It is their opinion. I'm going to tell you. It is their opinion and they are entitled to it. Tina, Anita, Samuki, they might have said something that doesn't sit well with you. I'm sorry, it's their opinion. And so, why? Too bad. No pressure. Resolutions, no, is good, but make realistic ones and don't put pressure on yourself.
That's right.
Resolutions, I love them too. I like I said to you. I mean, you ladies know me. I like to plan. So how will I go into a new year without a new year resolution? But there's something beautiful about aging. I tell people. I think some people are afraid to age. I have come to realize that it's so beautiful. You set your goals and no pressure. Nobody just about now. What's me are fine. When's me
Exactly.
And then it's beautiful that you are able to set that, for yourself. And if you're able to achieve it, thank God. If you're not able to, we live to try another day. So be proactive in your thinking and in your ways and in the things you want to do. It's very important. And be focused about them as well, because whatever we set our minds to do, trust me, if we really put in their energy, you're able to do it.
That's right.
And to know once you are setting the goals and you are sure that they are realistic, it's something you want to do. It's not because you are chasing the crowd, but it's because this is really indeed what you want to do. Put that energy in, and if it's that only thing you achieve in 2025, the year will end, and I'm sure that you'll be fulfilled and you'll be happy that you set out this goal for yourself and you were able to achieve it. Lessons will be learnt, mistakes will be made, but at the end of the day, you would have achieved your goals. So there's nothing like, sitting down there and assessing yourself and saying that in 2025, this is what I want to do. In 2025, I want to be a better person. Exactly. In 2025, I want to be more accessible. In 2025, I want people to get to know the real me and not the imaginary me. So there are so many things that you want to do in 2025. Are they realistic? Yes, they are. Are they achievable? Yes, they are. Go for it. Don't be afraid. And it's okay to make mistakes because we always learn from it.
That's right.
I like that. Yeah.
So on that note, I think you mentioned what you want to do in 2025.
What did I say I want to do?
No, you want to be more accessible and better.
Oh yes, I want to be a better person. We learn and we grow every day.
Yeah.
So yes, I want to be a better person.
The accessible one.
I want to be more accessible because people see this.
I know.
And they think that, oh, you are even not approachable, you are this, you are that. It's a problem I call it a problem because those people are not close to you, so they don't know you. So they see a wall, anytime they see you. And I mean, growing up in my...
And is it affecting you in any way?
Me?
If not, then...
Oh, no, but I mean...
Feedback.
It's just okay to, we're growing, so you want to be a better person. Right. Wanting to be a better person is not a problem. It doesn't take any sleep away from me or anything like that. But of course, as humans, we grow. So you want to be a better person. It's a good New Year resolution.
But then it comes to the how as well. You see that sometimes we say the things, but the how to achieve them becomes a problem. So you want to do this, but how?
Somebody wants to go back to school, but no school fees. How do you do it?
That's right.
So how do you intend to achieve, how do you want to be a better person?
How do I want to be a better person? Don't
assume
first. There is any who are. Miss Mecca, but if you are now be women first.
Yeah.
And you have if you are women, who now be women first. So
I don't know
see me
and
who can hello us. I'm also.
See, I'm interested in yours. What do you want to do in 2025? And how do you want to achieve?
Okay, so apparently something I got some not really politics. I got some great news that I'll be sharing. That was last year, and I am looking forward to really experiencing it this year. I'm just waiting for one or two things. If it gets through, of course I'll tell the team, which it will be. And I know that once I get there, some of the plans I had earlier on may change because it's a new environment, new stuff.
Make room for change.
Yes, so I'm not going to say I'm going to stick with that because when it changes, I need to change. And
we pray it falls through.
Amen.
Oh yes,
so that's like your big goal for 2025.
Because it's an important thing I really want to do. So for personal growth. So I'm looking forward to that.
It will make you a better person.
Interrupting you, ladies. Can I also say that parents should go easy on their expectations
on their children,
to some extent, especially when it comes to our youngsters, the early 20s, the Gen Zs.
They are in their new, they are in their world.
Yes, sometimes our expectations of them puts some unimaginable pressure. It puts a lot of pressure. Pressure. It's good.
If it's good pressure, then that's pressure.
It's okay. But sometimes, some parents did not live their dreams to the fullest, so they tend to live through their children. Sometimes unconsciously.
Some people say, be a medical doctor, because that's what I wanted to become.
You understand?
So
we should go easy. We should go easy on that, and then allow the kids, guide them in their decision, whatever decisions that they are making.
So on that note, what are you correcting in 2025?
That's what
that's what, because you said that we should allow parents should allow their kids to be better. I'm assuming or presuming that maybe there's something you want to change.
Yes, I was like Mama Bear. Everybody who knows me knows that mom a bit allow my daughter. I'm sure she's probably having a laugh.
Some flexibility.
Some flexibility, yes. some
She's going to do that for you. Don't worry. Some flexibility.
You know, she's about where you go tell nature, you know. So I'm
Then that's
you know, so I'm learning to be more flexible. Now she's going places on her own. I never used to allow that.
Oh, wow.
You know, yes, I never used to. I was so overly protective, and for me, I thought it was a good thing. But then you examine it, and then you realize that you're raising kids to release them into the wild.
Too.
You need to allow them to be able to, you know, go out there, and it's one thing that I think I'm doing a great job at it. Droa, am I not?
And personally, what would you want to do for yourself? Aside your family, your kids and all.
Well, it's been a decade and I think 11 years, a decade and one since I went away. And for a while I'd shut my mind off TV, but then Aisha said something, and I mean it's something that I've been hearing, you know, if you're given a talent, you can't just run away from it, no matter what it is that you do. So I'm considering.
You heard it here first.
And I'll tell you this, that you know, it hits people differently, but you know, in as much as we protect our children and everything, a time would come when they leave us, you know, and then they also go and start their own journey. So as you cling, you need to learn to let go.
That's right.
Because, you know, my mom used to say to us, when your dad and I started, it was just the two of us, and then you guys came in, and then now you are all gone.
Yes.
And it's now the two of them again.
Yes.
You know, but they are even lucky to have each other again. I mean, some don't grow to still have each other with them, but that's how it is. So they grow so fast. And by the time you say Jack, they are there. They are leaving, you know, and you have to let them go, but still be there as the mother. Because they will always come back to you. You know,
it's a scary thing.
It is.
It is. When it gets to that time where your children are flying out of the nest, you know, when it gets to that time and you realize that, okay, you don't have that control. I mean, you won't be following them anywhere anymore. They'll have to be living their lives, and then the nest is going to be empty.
I said that because I heard you say you want to come back, and I'm excited about it because let them be and do you.
Yes.
Because you need to do you.
Yes.
For them
Whilst they also start to do them.
I started in 2020.
Exactly.
You don't have to forget yourself.
Yeah, so you need to really
forget
come back.
yourself.
You need to really come back, and we've missed you on our screens.
I mean,
and
screen goddess.
whether you like it or not, you are going to be a co-host of the Opinion for a very long time. I have said it. If you don't see her in the middle chair, please go and look for her. Yes, because we want her to come back, and so we're happy to have you on set.
Well, for me,
I think that
Let her finish.
No, it's fine. I was actually going to go on a break, so have your take, and then.
For me, 2025, the most important thing for me is to grow my business.
Amen.
Yes, Ohima Shada Boutique is here to stay.
Amen.
We want to keep our books properly.
Amen.
I used to do it all alone. Now I have someone there, so I've realized that since I got the person there, things have improved massively.
Amen.
So please support us, follow us, and shop with us. And also
your handles. So
I think it will be on the screen.
Yeah, Ohima Shada Boutique. Ohima Shada, one word, _boutique.
Ohima will be sponsoring us very soon.
Yeah.
She will be styling us on the Opinion very soon.
Thank you, Ohima.
So having said that and marketed herself, we would go for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be sharing the hack of the day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching The Opinion. The opinionated ladies are here on your screens. And Samoki, before we went to the break, you didn't tell us what you're doing for 2025. Briefly.
2025 is a very big year for me.
Okay.
I mentioned earlier that I want to streamline my finances, so it's very important to me.
Yes.
I would also, there are two things I have to do. Unfortunately, it's out of my control, but it still has to be a major hurdle for me. Like, of course, I have 2 huge exams to pass.
Okay.
It's like if I pass that exams, I become a PhD candidate. If I
Amen.
fail science, I have to repeat the entire year.
Oh,
So
no
it's
way.
a big deal for
No
me.
way. You
And
will
of
pass.
course, amen.
You will pass.
And of course, the part 1 exams too, if you fail, you repeat the entire year. So it's like
It's
a
not our
headache.
portion.
Yeah, it's not my portion in Jesus'
Yeah,
You
name.
pass
So
them all.
that's about it for me in 2025.
It shall come
I'm
to
trying
pass.
to keep it
Because I know
crisp.
you will get it. I know. I know you
It
know.
She's
will
a
come
shark.
to
She's a
pass.
shark.
I
Shall I
know.
say
It will
so?
come to pass. And having said that, I think that you know the abilities and the quality of ladies that are built on this beautiful show. If you haven't seen or read, so they are not just beautiful faces here speaking to you, but you know, they are women that are continuously growing themselves and trying to get better and better
Yeah.
by the day. So when we sit here and we speak and we talk about our opinions, we're not afraid to bring our whole beings to bear. So as you hear us and you criticize us and you agree with us, know that to each their own. I have my opinion, so do you. And that is the beauty of this show, that we get to share our opinion as we deem it, fit, and also how as we understand it. You also have your opinion. Please don't take it, away. Let's hear it, and it can only get better with you supporting us. Our hack for today, Charlie, when I saw this hack, I said, so I had to really try it. And so it's actually very simple. Our storage bowls, these days we're all career women. We don't have time. We cook, we store it in our fridges and all that. So we do oils a lot. The light soups, the palm oils, groundnut soups, and the rest. We put them in storage bowls. Oftentimes or not, by the time you finish eating it, it's left some stain in your storage bowl.
Yes.
And it doesn't make the bowl look very nice. And sometimes it's a new bowl too. You don't want to let go of it. We always want to use it. So I discovered a hack
Tell us.
to keep it new again.
Spill the tea.
I'm spilling, baby. So you actually just take your storage bowl and actually put just, oil, not palm oil though. Vegetable oil or coconut oil. Just, spread it in the bowl. And we are blessed with sunshine.
Okay.
Leave it in the sun for 3 hours or 4. Take the bowl, use your liquid detergents to wash it.
And that's it.
And come and tell me
wow.
what happens to you.
Now that's a good one.
All right.
So
I'll try it.
I discovered it.
I'll try
I
it.
tried it.
And it
Trust
worked.
me, it works. It works, and now my bowls are clean. And I'm so happy about this hack because
give it a try.
this is tried and tested. So try them and
Try
don't
it,
throw
you
those
need
bowls away. Honestly, they are expensive these days. So the stains can go away. Use it, as many times as you can and try this hack.
Yeah, this
Please.
hack is on another level.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
So
2025 hacks will
vegetable
never
oil,
pass.
just
Vegetable
vegetable
oil, yes.
oil.
You see those brushes that we use in the kitchen.
Right.
Sometimes when you're grilling and stuff, those
Right.
just use that to sprinkle all the
Smear it
corners,
in the
smear it
bowl,
in
And leave it
nicely,
in the sun.
and leave it in the sun.
I see.
I'll try it.
Yes,
Trust me.
please do,
I will.
and give me a feedback.
I will.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, watching us, not the ladies here. It's a wrap. We came, 2025 started very well. We are blessing God for life and we are thanking Him for His mercies. And we are hoping that this year would be nothing but blessings,
This year we are
blessings,
branding. Me, I'm branding
and
myself.
blessings.
I'm coming back.
Amen. So Anita is coming back. Zipporah is coming back. And Zippo, thank you so much for sticking in for our Zinat Zita.
I'm so glad to be here.
And you saw her and you're going to be seeing her again. And if Anita doesn't take the seat, she's going to be there. And so she's also going to say it here so you hear her. That is not going to be the last we see of her.
I enjoyed my time here.
We are so happy to have. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we're happy that when we called on you, you made it, you know, to come and sit in there for our Zina to see. Zina, we've missed her. I'm sure that we're going to see her soon. And so, from the opinionated ladies, it is
we wish you
achieve in 2025
and stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.